Hey gang, it's me. Uh, this is probably going to be really corny, but I keep writing stuff on this thread that we've got, and I don't know. I feel like I'm not. I feel like I don't. I don't know. I don't know how warm or genuine it feels, and so I don't know. It seems weird, random, but as you guys know, I'm kind of guy that sticks his neck out. I always have been. But I thought I would just throw something on there that maybe has a face and a voice and maybe has a little familiarity. I don't know how much because I hear I don't look all that much like I used to, which is fine. None of us do, and that's okay. But I wanted to talk a little bit about, over the years as I've talked to people here and there, I'll hear from people occasionally about how they don't like to live in the past or they've moved on. And I don't know, maybe I come off sounding like Uncle Rico and I'm sitting at the table trying to find a time machine, or maybe you picture me on eBay looking for a flux capacitor, but that's not what I'm doing. So I thought maybe I'd talk for a minute about what all this stuff is about, why October 10th is important to me, and beyond that. I'll try to do it sounding as uncorny as possible, which is not likely, but I'll wing it. So a few weeks ago, kind of organically, a few of us kind of got together. It all happened within, I don't know, 5, 6 days. I decided I lived down by St. George and decided to go up to Salt Lake because I knew a few people were getting together and going to Troy's show. And I have for a long time wanted to see members of the gang from back in the day, and it hasn't always worked out. But anyway, what basically happened, and I'll put this picture up so you can kind of see a little bit. A few of us got together. You can see up top there, that's Matt Tall up on the top, and then from right to left is me. I look like I had less hair there, but I had a haircut that day and the lighting was bad. As you can see, I'm doing all right. Um, and then, so after me, then there's Kevin Brotherson, of course, Troy, and then, forgive me, ladies, we're going to probably wind up using maiden names because that's what we knew you by. So don't take offense. And, if you have a husband or whatever, we don't mean anything personal by it. It's just how we remember you. But after Troy is Kim Blanche and, of course, Belinda Bentley. So anyway, we kind of all organically got together and decided to do this. And from my standpoint, I was a little nervous because I hadn't seen anybody in this group for, I don't know, 30-ish years. That's quite a while, and you know that people change over time. But an amazing thing happened because I was kind of nervous going in, and my wife was with me, and I told her I didn't quite know what to expect because I was worried it would be like, well, these are still my friends, and I still, care a lot about them, but I don't know, maybe it'll take an hour to get used to being around each other. It'll be weird or whatever. And what was funny, like when Belinda first got there, she was the last one to get there, and she kind of had said at first, this is really surreal. And it was. But the truth of the matter is, pretty much within seconds, we all jumped back in time and picked up like we hadn't seen each other in a couple of weeks. And it was phenomenal. And as some of you know, a few years ago, I was kind of trying to put some sort of a reunion together. And that really jump-started it for me, seeing those people, that group of people, again, lit a fire in me and made me want to make it bigger and better and see more of everybody. And it's kind of funny. I've over the years, as I said, I've talked to a few people here and there, and I hear a lot about concerns about getting back together and what would it be like. And yeah, there's that not living in the past, and I get everybody's life is completely different. There's families and jobs and everything else. We're not, preparing for the spring concert or waiting for a all-dayer on Saturday and hanging out in the studio or going on tour or anything like that. But and I know some people probably worry back then I was in a weird phase and I hadn't figured myself out. Well, none of us did. So I hope nobody would worry about that. I've heard people say, "Oh, well, I don't want people to see me when I'm old and fat or whatever," and we've all aged. That's okay. I don't really care what anybody looks like. This isn't. I'm not looking at this as like a high school reunion. This is different. Nobody's there to judge you whether you're a janitor or a CEO. I don't really care. I don't care where you live. I don't care what you drive. I've heard people say they're worried about, I don't know, if they've changed their position or view on religion over the years. As far as I'm concerned, I think everybody grew up in Salt Lake. They kind of know what the deal was then. And if you've changed, I'm not worried about it. Everybody's living their own life and doing their own thing. And for me, what this is about is connecting with people that I really care about, that I shared unique experiences that I have never shared with anyone else. It's kind of funny when I look at my just kidding years, my Clayton years, whatever you want to call them. I've been places with you guys that I've never been with anyone else. Maybe it's a weird coincidence. I have never been back to Washington, D.C. I have never been back to Orlando, Florida. I have never been back to Hawaii. And shockingly, I've never been back to Romania or Bulgaria. I've been to a lot of places and I've traveled and seen a lot, but for whatever random reasons, I've never been back to those places. So you are my family that I shared that with. We saw things, we experienced things, we did things that kids don't, they don't do it today typically. I know some of you have kids in Clayton and they've had some of those experiences, but we're a unique group. We've done things we didn't do with people we were in high school with or in college with or whatever. They're pretty special times to me. And I want to kind of recapture that magic for everyone else that we had a month ago when a few of us got together. I know a lot's changed. Everybody's been through a lot of stuff, a lot of real life stuff. People have lost parents and spouses and children, and people have been through divorces and hard times economically and moving different places. I know everybody's been through a lot of stuff, but for me personally, I've been through a lot of that stuff, and what got me through a lot of that was learning as a teenager about the fact that there are people worth fighting to make life good for, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense, but I know there was good people in the world. I knew that there was hope, that there was love, that there was a magic that you can capture in life, and that's because of the experiences that I had with you guys. And I treasure that. My kids and my wife have heard all about you guys over the years, and it's kind of crazy that we haven't done something like this sooner. Frankly, it's probably ridiculous because we've all probably had high school reunions. I have hardly cared about going to any of them, but this is something that I really care about and I'm passionate about. And in light of everything that's happened over the last few months, COVID has really blown chunks. I don't know if I have better words for it. It's kind of stunk, but one of the things that I've learned is that people are what really matter. And you guys matter to me. You will always be my family. You will always be brothers and sisters to me. So anyway, this is, like I said, I know it's corny and I come off as Johnny nostalgic and whatever, but I don't know if that helps. I'm looking forward to seeing some folks on October 10th. Justin's out of the country. When he comes back, he and I are going to sit down and make a formal plan of what's going to happen on the 10th. And I know not everybody can make it. And I've said before, we're planning something bigger and cooler, and we'll have more details because that's gonna be pretty cool. But just to get together and see everybody on the 10th would really be pretty cool. It's worth traveling for if you have to travel. But this will hopefully be more of the occasional norm than an anomaly. See, I've learned big words. since back in the day. But anyway, it'll be fun. I think you'll be surprised how much everybody's still as goofy and fun as they've always been. And I look forward to that. You guys all rock, and hopefully we can have a good time. So there you go. Enjoy the corniness, and hopefully we'll talk soon. Give us some feedback and let us know, if you're interested in coming and some things that you would like to do, and we'll try and make it happen. It'll be a good time. So thanks. Hope you enjoyed the pictures that I threw in. Sequins rock. You'll get bonus points if you show up with sequins on. But anyway, okay. Take care, guys. We'll talk soon.